Hey, everybody, how you doing? How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys hear the music. Vigilante Williamson here on the 93rd episode of my show, the Vigilante Williamson Show. Hopefully you can hear the music. Let me know if you can hear it. If you can't, you can't. Doesn't matter either way. I'm just let it ride. I'll see if you can hear it, and I'm gonna start to fade now. Right now, I'm also apparently over on my StreamYard, paying people good money, good hard-earned money. These fuckers always fucking with me about server space and shit. But I hope you're here. Hell, Nelson the psychopath. I thought you were a gentleman, but I guess on election day, a little darker. A little darker. And it's cool that you caught it live. I'm used to seeing, you're one of the people. That's why I always say watch the playbacks. You're usually a playback guy. You hear the music, but the audio shit. Uh-oh. I know why. Don't I know why? Yep, wrong mic.
Here we go. Now it should be nice and crystal clear. That sucks. I didn't get the audio right. I'm on StreamYard. I mean, I've had issues with OBS, and I figured I'm going to have issues with this. I'm going to have issues either way. This is the one I'm paying for. So, I'm sick, lurk mode. I'm kind of sick. I have a sinus thing. I don't know. I mean, I always have a sinus thing. But it's like really rough. I can't put up Nelson's first comment, but I can't say I totally disagree with it. Just on the strength, so to speak. But how's everybody doing? I hope well. It is election night. I think all the election stuff has been elected or whatever. I think, well, some areas is probably all the polls haven't closed. Right, works. But yeah, I this is not an election stream. I don't know even. I mean, obviously, I'm in the Texas area, so the governor is a thing, but I'm not really following the elections. I'm not rooting for one party or another. And I did want to at least take the time at some point in this show to explain why I don't vote, firstly, and also explain why I think some of the fallacies about voting. The main one being, if you don't vote, that means you don't have a say and you don't get to complain. I don't understand this logic, and I'll explain why in a moment. But while I'm kind of rambling, I'm almost vamping for myself. I'm trying to look for something I thought was interesting. On it kind of plays off of the story we were talking about last week with Takeoff and this music industry. I played a clip from Unplug 'Em's video. Shout out to Unplug 'Em, which had a clip from a video talking about how many people or the death rate amongst celebrities. And I'm not saying necessarily that Aaron Carter may have not had his own issues or whatnot. But I'm trying to find a clip that has some interesting information about his record situation and money he may have been owed, or at least he alleged to have been owed. And this one was about a month before he passed. I'm seeing a lot of videos of the week he passed. Allegedly, or I shouldn't even say allegedly. That's the official report. The official report is he died of a fentanyl overdose. And hey, we know fentanyl's out there, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I get it. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Not everyone believes everything I believe, and not everyone buys everything. But man, there's something going on in this industry. I think a lot of people do know that. More people know that than now. But something really wicked. And hey, it's something wicked about this whole world, man. Well, I don't disagree. Allegedly, figuratively, of course, allegedly, figuratively, whatever words legally don't get me in trouble. Voting is gay, though. Yeah. Since I am on the stream, y'all might as well take advantage of it.
That's still gay. No, you're gay. He's gay.
Ha!
Gay.
Yeah, voting is useless, and that's what we'll get into. I'm actually probably gonna have to use another truthers video because I don't know if I'll be able to find the one I'm looking for directly. Black balloon. Let's see. Yeah, allegedly, figuratively, there we're covered. Exactly. I think it's Black Balloon. I'm just looking for the clip. Oh, he also died in his bathtub. That's another thing. If you know anything about some of the ritual stuff. Is this a different? Maybe this is a different video. No. No. Okay. Sorry. This is why I should have done more prep. Again, I'm like the opposite of Batman. I do no prep work. And hopefully you guys don't hear anything. And I think it should be muted because I'm trying to scrub through this video to find a 30-second clip of Aaron Carter talking, just to present as some evidence that maybe something fishy might have happened. Bathtubs do be deadly. It's crazy that bathtubs would get a mother and a daughter because they're in the music industry. Isn't that crazy? Oh, maybe it wasn't him. Who the hell did the Aaron Carter video? Was it J Mark? I'm gonna go through. I gotta cycle through truthers in different channels to remember which one I saw this on. Shows how much of a hack I am, right? Like I'm just recycling. I'm not trying to recycle other people's content. I'm just trying to bring up ideas, and this is just some of the stuff that's like, oh man, that's interesting. So shout out to the people. Shout out to anyone whose information or research I used. Last week I used Unplug 'em stuff, and his I forgot what the other source was, and I'm using Jay Marvelous's stuff, which because here it is. I found the clip. It wasn't Black Balloon. But check out all these individuals who are doing a much better job of presenting a lot of information on the entertainment industry. There's a plethora of really good truth-oriented channels. I don't even want to say truther because that's got its own connotation now. But there's a lot of truth-oriented channels. I mentioned Unplug 'em. Shout out to Detroit. Apparently, Jay Marvelous also lived in Detroit for like around the time I did, around the same places. That's crazy. So Jay Marvelous, who I actually bought a beat from, the one song on this channel, he produced that song. He doesn't know it though, which is crazy. And I paid him though. I'm trying to buy more beats, but I don't know. But not only, like I said, Unplug 'em, Jay Marvelous, Truth Is, Call Me Kinfolk, another guy who's from Detroit. I think he's in a different state now. But Call Me Kinfolk, he does like the gematria stuff, which it can be crazy. Black Balloon is another one, spelled BLAKK Balloon. It's a lot of great channels, and there's a bunch of others that I can't think of right now. So there's a lot of great channels who I mean, they put compelling evidence forth towards what they're saying, man. Things you can't talk about on YT, voter situation. I'm about to prove it when I translate all this stuff. I'm showing it on the screen because what the fuck. But these are the things you can't talk about on YT. Can't talk about voter situations. Can't talk about P3DOs, politicians or P3DO politicians. Can't talk about the deep state. Can't talk about reptilians, which is crazy. But that's actually, well, who knows? I used to think it was only allegorical. Who knows with the crazy science that could be possible. Can't talk about the fastest coup lockdowns. Do you notice a pattern of me not actually being able to say any of the damn things that he's actually has up here? Dylan M's penis. I don't know who that is. Michelle Obama's penis. Even though Wes is determined to talk about that. Poisonous Coof Vax and moms. Japanese Spider-Man was a P3DO. That's wild, bro. Yeah, I guess we did. We do touch on a lot of that stuff all the time, right? But we really can't talk about it. I have to translate everything. And maybe that's why the channel can't grow. We're working on that. I'm working on trying to get an editing situation, and that'll hopefully smooth things out. Ron Perlman, part-time kitty groomer, full-time caveman. Is that true? Allegedly. And you won that bet. I couldn't say any of this shit out loud. I still read the comment to the best of my ability. I couldn't say any of this shit out loud, which proves the point. Free speech ain't free. I tried. I tried my damnedest to. But there's no free speech. We'll get into a little of that too. But first, like I said, shout out to Jay Marvelous, producer on the album that hasn't even really been started yet, outside of the one song. I still might keep, or at least re-push out there. And really, this is just one of Aaron Carter's last videos about a month or so before he died. Again, there's stuff more recent than when he died, like the week of, where he's a little bit more disheveled. But I just still wanted to show this information. And you tell me what you think.
Now, this is a clip that is not that he
actually my GoFundMe page.
Check it out.
Okay.
Though.
This is Aaron Carter. I want to verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that
could y'all hear this? It's a private company, bro. Like hell it is. They got every bit of information on everyone on earth. This ain't no private company. It's the damn feds, homeboy. No private company. But could y'all hear the video? And man, my bandwidth. I got this shit wired in. You guys can hear, but my connection's talking about unstable. I don't know why it's not on Wi-Fi. So hopefully I don't have any issues. Hold on a second. I gotta check out my connection. Cause okay. Is it on Wi-Fi? I gotta figure this out. Looks like it's not using. Yeah, it's not using my wire connection for some reason. Okay, I got it. I'll figure that out later. That's very weird. All right. Let me play this video you guys said you could hear. I'll let Aaron Carter explain his own situation. You guys tell me. This is about a month before he passed.
I've had to do in order to protect myself from being the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me, and Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off. And I'm begging you, and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can, so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this, and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying, and please donate.
So, we're not going to take any more from Mr. Marvelous's broadcast. That was a clip of Aaron Carter about a month before on a GoFundMe page of all places. He alleged, and you can say, hey, he's a druggie. Maybe he is. Maybe he's a druggie, making a bunch of stuff up. Okay. I'm playing angel's advocate for that. He was just a druggie. He's making a bunch of stuff up. Can't trust a druggie. Okay. Well, he alleged that he needed money to move to an undisclosed location because Sony owed him $3.5 million and were looking to do something, do some harm to him. He alleged that he couldn't even sell his own home because the realtor was in on it, and that police would go to his home looking for rope, saying he was trying to off himself. This is a month before his eventual death. I'm just presenting information. You tell me what you think. And he also alleged, I don't know if you heard early on in the clip, that his brother, which I can only assume is one Nick Carter of Backstreet Boys fame, is an alleged grape guy. And I'm not talking about like he likes grape soda or some shit or grape Kool-Aid, you bigot. I'm talking about he's not taking no for an answer type guy. That's what he alleged about his own brother. Could he be delusional, drugged out? He died off Fetty, man. He's drugged out. If that's what you want to believe, it's not my job to tell anybody how to think or what to think about the information I present. I'm just presenting information. What do I think? $3.5 million alleged. Is that enough to do something strange to somebody? If you have the type of power that Sony Records does, if maybe you've done that before when you've owned or you've either owed artists a lot of money or maybe an artist had a significant ownership in your catalog, maybe some strange situation happens to him. And, you know, so that's kind of that's in Sony's rep. What happened to Michael Jackson, man? A guy who owned around 50% of their publishing catalog at the time of death. And that catalog, to be fair, was sold off. I mean, his family got $750 million, I believe. Still much less than his worth because it includes the entire Beatles catalog, amongst a lot of stuff. He was really good at buying up publishing. Michael got all the way into the publishing business and was a major player in the publishing business. That's why anyone who told you he was broke at the end of his life is a cap. He was nowhere near. Nowhere near. He couldn't be broke. You know what I mean? He is impossible for him to go broke. He might have less cash. A lot of these guys with big money do crazy accounting things. You know, and then 50 go bankrupt a few years ago. He's not really bankrupt, but they do things, a business fails, and they try to rearrange their funds in a certain way. But no, the guys with assets like that, they can't go broke. But anyways, it relates to me to the Takeoff situation. I alleged some foul play in that. There's a lot of these artists generate a lot of money. A lot of money. There's money owed. There's money to be made off their future masters. If you're to believe some of the nefarious dark side stuff from it, I think the Backstreet Boys are going on concerts. So you believe in the theory. This is a theory. This is alleged. But that in the entertainment industry, someone may either allow or encourage something bad to happen to someone who's close to them for the ability to gain more power or gain more leverage and status and money in the industry. So that could be at play. Again, alleged. I'm not here to, again, tell you what to think. But yeah, man. He did OD, says Nelson the Psycho. Yeah, he did. That's why let's let's play Angel's Advocate. Let me see what you guys are trying to say. Let's try to get Popeye alert mode. That's what Nelson says. To be fair, he looks like he used a lot of methadone. Hey, he does have some junkie tendencies, and that's why I didn't play the recent stuff. He looks junkied out. We've all seen. I think we're all adults. We've all seen a guy like this. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you the screenshot. Let's play Angel's Advocate a little bit. When you see a guy looking like that, you know what I'm saying? You're not necessarily thinking it's. If I told you a motherfucker who looks like that OD'd, that's not the most shocking news that you've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? So let's play Angel's Advocate for a little bit. He could have just been a junkie that OD. That's absolutely, you don't want to go too far without being, what was it, Occam's razor, the most logical answer? Hey, he looks like a junkie ass motherfucker. He just OD'd, bro. It's not that deep. You might be right. And that's a fair perspective to have. That's why I say I'm just presenting information. Junkies are also the easiest to murk too. That's also fair. And record industries, again, not known for paying out the money they even owe. There's a clip out there of a Chameleonaire talking about he got like Jay-Z's lawyer or accountant, and he told him, the lawyer or the accountant or whatever he was told him about industry audits, and he said he'll audit for free but just take a percentage, and found out the record company owed him like $700,000 or something like that. So these companies are always trying to short pay the artists even what they owe. So the idea that he could have been owed money and they just said fuck it. Also, again, that's why I present the information. You tell me. Papa Cotton's. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. That's mean. I'm a junkie for cheese and full menthol American spirits. Woke that killed that poor. Oh, stop. Sold him Fetty. Let's lay shit. Man, that Fetty is around, man. That's scary shit. I'm scared shitless because my state went blue. Oh, did they? I thought there was supposed to be a red wave. What state is that? Hopefully it's not mine because I haven't been paying attention to the selection process. But oh no, we're not going. No, we're done with that. Only one color, green, blue, and red don't matter. Exactly. Teal lives matter. Oh Lord. Reptilian lives kind of matter. Oh yeah, saw that clip. He synced it. Which clip? I'm lost. Pennsylvania is your state. Oh man, I thought there was supposed to be this red wave. That's why I don't listen to shit. Oh, the red wave. You know what? Let that be a transition into, R.I.P. Aaron Carter. Let me finish off that. R.I.P. Aaron Carter. I don't know what happened in this situation. It's fair to consider both sides. Yeah, we want to talk about stuff that may be on the edge, and I may have my perspective, but we got to consider both options. He could have died because he had his issues, he had his struggles, and that's why he said what he said. It's just a part of some of his struggles, or there could be some nefarious foul play. I think, unfortunately, the entertainment industry has enough of a rep that you're not crazy for jumping to the foul play situation. Not crazy at all. So rest in peace to that brother. Either way, it sucks. Either way, I'm going to chalk it up to the industry because even his drug issues, I'll chalk up to the industry. So rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to take off for anyone else. Past us. So Papa Cotton's reading the stuff. Yeah, some of that stuff is wild. Oh, talking about the audit clip. Oh, the Chameleonaire. Okay. But yeah, man. Yeah, so I guess there's no red wave making happy dinosaur unhappy dinosaur. So we can talk about the old election. Everybody's all get jazzed up for these fucking midterms, man. They're jazzed up thinking politics will save them. You have all these rules and you think they'll save you. Politics are a scam, man. Politics are a fucking scam. They are a scam. I'm not trying to black pill you. I'm not even going to say that your vote doesn't matter. I don't go that far. I don't necessarily know if your vote counts relative to electing anyone, and even if it does, we live in a world where the World Economic Forum exists. It's not a theory. It's not something I got off of the back of a milk carton or some shit. The World Economic Forum is a thing, and if you think they only hire leftist politicians, I got a bridge in Brooklyn, a bridge in San Francisco. I could get them to you for a nice price, man. A nice price. The world's corrupt, man. The world's corrupt. That to me, in a two-party system in which both parties, I'm gonna say it again, both parties are already bought and paid for and have been since before you were born or thought of. How could voting between those two parties truly impact the system? Now, I get it. The radical left, they're so radical. They're tearing down our democracy. They're tearing down the foundation of Western civilization with their wokeness. You don't understand. Why aren't you voting? You're enabling. If you're not going to vote, it's as if you're enabling the radical left. Okay there, buddy. It's not, what is it? It's not who votes, it's who counts the votes. Is that what Stalin said? Some version of that. I just need to hear some words of hope to cheer my ass up, like a variation of It's Temporary. I don't know if this is going to cheer you up or not, but even if there was a red wave in Pennsylvania, you probably would have got the same result from what you're going to get. How the fuck did woman's barely there punch drug struck out? What am I reading? Federal woman's barely punch drug stroked out Franken monster looking ass get into office over a PhD. I don't know who that is. Oh wait, voter effort exists. Trans kids in PA are free to get surgery. Oh wow. Yeah, if you think this ends well, you haven't been paying attention. Yeah. And I mean, listen, a lot of people were hoping on the red wave. If everyone votes Republican, then everything will be better. No, but make sure you don't vote for the rhinos. Listen, man. There is no Republican. There is no Democrat. There is no spoon. There is no spoon. And this idea that if you don't vote, you don't get to complain is BS. All the people who didn't vote for Biden and he's still the president, how did not voting for Biden help your life? What did you gain? What was gained by your life for voting for someone who you didn't vote for still won? You voted, the person you voted for lost. What did you gain? Seriously, explain to me like a 10-year-old. Well, I was a part of the process, okay? I get to complain. I still can fucking complain. You don't get, yes, I do. I do get to complain. Whether I voted anyway. And actually, by the way, I'm not going to talk about, I've talked about what I voted for last time. I'm not voting anymore. I'm never going to vote again. There's no point. Nothing gets gained. Nothing gets gained. You actually are, what voting does is give you a false sense of hope. Because you click a little button or click a ballot, whatever the fuck it is, and then you hope the person that you voted for does any of the things they say they would. And you have no control over them actually doing it. In fact, you have negative control. There's a guarantee that what you say is not going to actually impact them. At best, maybe they'll get into scandal or some shit and a bunch of people protesting them will make them leave office at best. But you as a voter, you gain no measure of control. You gain no measure of holding the person you voted for accountable. You have no knowledge. Again, Nelson Psycho keeps bringing up voter improprieties. You don't even know if your vote's going to be counted correctly or legitimately. You have no ability to know that. You have you have nothing to threaten them with all your strength. Another Joker quote for the day. With what strength, really? You have nothing. What do you gain from voting? If you gain something mentally, just like, man, just, you know what? It feels okay to just let the people know I don't approve. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not saying you shouldn't vote. I'm saying I'm defending why I don't. I'm defending why I don't think voting really is that big of a deal. Because I have no control of what happens, man. None. This is real life. Set your dildo to happy. Focus on living your life. Leave this red versus blue theater behind. It'll make you depressed. Go outside. Focus on improving yourself however you see fit. You know what? That actually will transition well to a clip. Ironically enough, someone who just said something similar from a guy who is in the media ire right now, but maybe actually allowed back in. He said something very similar. You know, I'm gonna bring this up because I think this is actually more practical information than voting. It's similar to what Dildo just hit you with. Other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kyrie Irving, with something a little similar for
It's
that.
gonna be enough, yo. Peace to each one of y'all. Sending my prayers
I
up to the
played this whole
Creator,
live stream.
to our ancestors for healing.
Okay, I don't pray to ancestors.
Please
Only
do
pray
not
to.
fall victim to what the system is
But
putting out
listen to
there.
what he's
It's
saying. And I believe this. And you know what? If I contribute to just being another small part of giving you the system, I apologize straight up.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm just trolling y'all. But shoot, I gotta share something with y'all. It ain't no bad news or anything like that. It's just a reality, right? And I'm gonna ask y'all from my soul to yours, please do not get distracted out here. Please do not fall victim to what the system is putting out there. It's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of trauma going around. It's a whole lot happening in our world. And the system wants you to be depressed, wants you to be in a state of being that is low vibrational. All right. It's a change and it's a shift in what's going on in our world right now. And I'm letting you know, I'm not being arrogant or anything like that, but from 1981 to 1996, this millennial generation, I hope y'all know, we're here to shake some shit up. We're here to shake some stuff up.
Okay, now he's kind of getting into his own thing. But yeah, man, don't focus on this red and blue stuff. They'll just get depressed. Go outside, focus on improving yourself, however you see fit. I'm unemployable. Oh man, I'm sorry about this. Due to schizophrenia and trying to get Social Security, hopefully before they F stuff up even harder. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you can get some help with that and become employable, if that's a thing, or at least come up with something, a means of earning an income. You know, it's a bunch of different ways to make money now. So I'm rooting for you, bro. Straight up, real life, man. Because mental issues are a thing. I know someone in my family. I don't know if it's schizophrenia, but they deal with a lot of mental issues. I know it's some rough stuff. But we're here for you, man. Praying for you. Federal woman is going to be more fun to laugh at than Sleepy Creepy Joe. Is a federal woman, what's her name? Kamala Harris. Buy more ammo, folks. Let it all burn. Tifa BLM, my hero. 60 people dead. And 20 billion of them just wasn't enough. Hashtag do better. Oh wow, this is really this is really hey, but that was a whole distraction, man. That was a whole well-funded, organized destabilization project, man. That's all that was. Nothing more, nothing less. The system is wicked, man. The World Economic Forum is a real thing. Social credit score is a real thing. Destabilizing the population is a real thing. Inflation intentionally, having an inflation act that causes inflation is a real thing. Then adding taxes to this, more taxes and more tax people to oppress the people. That's a real thing. One world government is a real thing. This shit is not all crazy, man. This just used to be some conspiracy theory shit, and then they started acting on the people. Destabilization stories. I mean, I said it on this channel. That whole George Floyd thing that everyone either lionizes or demonizes, which does play which is exactly what they wanted you to do. That was a psyop, an intentional psyop, allegedly, but that was a psyop for the whole world, really, but especially this country. A means of causing long-term divide. But that was theater. That was theater. Every element of it. That whole 2020 was an orchestrated theater. Movies may suck now, but the theater, the political theater that they have going on, man, in their head is fucking Shakespeare. Seriously, man. This is all theater, and you're the target. You are the end target at all this shit. Your kids are. That's why they're fucking with schools. That's why they fuck with every facet of society. They keep adding this woke shit. Don't y'all know I got some woke shit this week from my job? I didn't even know how to take it. It's like, this is crazy. I kind of felt offended. It was like I can't say the name of the company, but it was like Black at Blank, the name of the company. So Black at Corporation. I'm like, hell no. And it was it had this little pamphlet with like the little African colors and shit, talking about diversity and inclusion and what it's like to be black at the company I work for. And I'm like, what is this shit? Are you gonna give me a raise? Y'all feel so bad about oppression? Why don't you give me some reparations in this check? How about that? You want to feel so fucking bad? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Happy all this internet politic can't be good for you. Mental health, leave it behind, bro. Find some other hobby that involves the outdoors. You're getting outside is huge. And the aftermath of that was definitely a psyop, not the event itself. I believe the event itself was as well. I believe the event itself was. That's where I know everybody doesn't. I know a lot of people that's crazy. I believe a lot of these events are orchestrated, man. All I can say is that's alleged. I can't even. I mean, I could use the little. I think it was on 36th Street or something like that, and one of the people had like 66 on it. I can say all that shit. I don't have anything substantial to substantiate. So all I'm saying is, all I'm providing is an opinion of a fat motherfucker in somewhere Texas. That's all I'm providing. It's an opinion. I'm not stating anything I say is fact. But if you look for what that event caused, all the damage they did with that event, and not just that, this coof. And not just that, and I just showed the clip of Kyrie just talking about, don't focus on this thing's kind of ironic. Apparently he is back in the NBA, but that's another can of worms. I talked about Kyrie relative to this new, well, it's not new, but this nullifying thing. Think about the coof. I said this last week. I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times. They were able to push certain medical procedures based upon political lines and tell you not to use other medical procedures based upon political lines, based upon something the president of the United States said. That's how much power the media and the system holds. They force people to get something that, man, we know what's happening. We know what's happening. And they forced people to do this shit. Do you think they knew there may have been issues before they forced people? What do you think? You tell me. And if people are that evil, you think they wouldn't orchestrate some couple, a cop pulling somebody over and have all this stuff? Why did it take so long to get the video of him freaking out? How did we only get a video where it's like cut off and the center section is gone, and we don't get it till months? It just leaks slowly, and the only people who really go after it are people on one political side, and they're all, they're right-wing conspiracy theorists, and they're Trumpers, so what they say doesn't matter. That's what we use the media to nullify. So if he says the sky is blue, the media can turn you into a white supremacist for believing the sky is blue. That's why I think he's controlled ops. That's why I keep talking about controlled ops. That's why I keep talking about controlled situation. That's just my interpretation. If you feel things differently, I understand. But this is why I believe the things I believe. Because again, the World Economic Forum already exists. We already know that there's a huge interconnectedness of big money, of big tech, and big government. We already know that it exists, and we already know they're trying to get more power. So the idea of them playing people against each other, having chess boards having chess pieces on the board, and using some of these notable figures, be them political, be them entertainment wise, as a part of the pawns, as a part of the controlled opposition, a part of the way to know who to put on the list, who's following them, who's supporting them. Okay, you go on this list, so we know this because we know they're monitoring all your information. You can talk about TikTok in China all you want. Everything that goes to Google is going to the FBI and the CIA. Alleged. That's not even alleged. Snowden told you that. I can't even say allegedly. Snowden told you that. A decade ago, he told you that. So everything you say or do is being used against you on an algorithm somewhere. So, yeah. So, okay, I'll get up and have a cigarette. No, oh no, there's more psyops coming later. They're never going to be done with psyops. There's more coming later. They don't have to organize and just capitalize. They do both, man. They definitely do both. Sky is a beautiful, pure white, obviously. We don't get snow here. Sometimes it snows in April. But yeah, man, like I said, man, I believe there's powers that be. There's a lot of evil, powerful people doing a lot of things. But you know, I don't want to black pill everybody, man. I don't want to black pill you because you still got to live your life. You still got to live your life. And you know what? I'll counter some of the stuff I was saying. If voting makes you feel better, if voting gives you some sort of sense of power, all power to you. All power to you. You know what I'm saying? To play Angel's advocate to my anti-voting rant. I'm in Texas. I'm a Texas guy now. Moved here earlier this year. I'll just say that because it's almost going to get close to a year soon. Man, time flies. So I'm in Texas, in the Texas, and I don't necessarily like either gubernatorial candidate, but I'd be lying if I wouldn't be a little upset if old Beta fuck around and won. But it looks like Abbott won, apparently. I'm just looking it up now. Thank goodness. Whew. Let me see. I'm trying to see what in my area vote. I don't know if they consider. It looks like it's either light blue or pinkish. Okay, I don't know. I can't read this damn map. But yeah, with all this craziness I just said, at the end of the day, you gotta just live your life. I think it's they call it the sobriety prayer, but it's knowing the difference. Having the courage to change the things that you can, being able to accept the things that you can't change, and having the wisdom to know the difference between the two. That's another reason why I feel like I don't vote, man. I recognize what I can and cannot change. I can't change how this world's gonna go. I can talk my shit. I can quote unquote report on it, but I can't change anything, man. I can't change if people are gonna if there's some evil people that's trying to destroy everything about society, like I do allege, and they're going to all these different lengths that I allege, all I can do is be the best person I can in preparation for as things ratchet up. All I can do is try to improve. If anything, I have to use this information as motivation to improve, which is its own can of worms for me personally. But that's all you can do is just, all right, I got to get better because the world is going to try to get worse. Regardless of whether I'm right down to the letter on every goddamn thing, I don't got to be right on any of it. We can see this world is going to get worse. And there's very powerful people who are stopping at nothing to make it worse. So you got to be as ready as you possibly can. You got to pray if that's your thing. It is mine. I pray every day, multiple times a day. If you're not a spiritual person or you're not a religious person, that's your own business. I'm not sure, whatever gives you the comfort and solace to make peace with the world, you just got to do the best you can. That's it, man. The politics thing, was a Weight Down who said it's wrestling for ugly or some shit, like either wrestling for ugly people or some shit like that. But it's just an entertainment source more than anything. These individuals don't have power. Puppets at best. Puppets at best. Clown pill saves lives. A realist would appear black pilled in the scenario we're in right now. There's something to be said about that. Because shit eats the bugs. Can you believe this? Can you believe we live in a world in which they want us to eat bugs? Straight up. Don't get happy yet. The 3 a.m. magic hasn't happened. Uh-oh. You talking about what me and Beta, Sazy Planet, Hollywood for ugly people? Yeah. Maybe that's what he said. But you're right, the 3 a.m. magic hasn't happened. I mean, he would need 800 million votes, 800,000 to 1 million votes but I mean, we saw crazy shit happen, so who knows? But the AP called it. This is at 72% voting. So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not a big Abbott guy, but Beto was just absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not this fucking dweeb. Not this dweeb and his mannish looking wife. Her strong ass neck. Look at this strong ass neck. Bitch. Fuck her. You know, I am gonna call these hoe a bitch. Fuck this hoe. Just you know what? We talked a lot about Big Mike. What you think about this strong ass neck? Why does she look? This bitch look like John Stockton with long hair. Tell me this bitch don't look like John Stockton. This is this cucks. This is the guy that the guy that cleans up after. But tell me this bitch don't look like John Stockton with long hair. What's going on with her neck? The fuck's happening with her neck? And clip. Hold on a second. I gotta go on YouTube to actually play it because for whatever reason I can't play it out of my StreamYard. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh shit. I don't think we played this. Hold on. No, I don't think we've played this before. Oh, maybe we did. No, we did. The cricket chips. Did we not? I'll play it again regardless. You said she gave a lot of head. Build up those neck muscles, maybe. Beto thinks his stance on 2A is working. He says, I'm going to take your guns, and everyone tells him, come and get them, LOL. Yeah, trying to take guns here. That's one thing I was thinking about, man. It's time to, I got some heat, but like, man, I think I need more guns, man. Just need more. Just more. Need more guns, and I need to spend more time at the range, but then shells are expensive. So that's the same thing. But I'm 70% sure we played it. But I'm going to play it again. Maybe we didn't play it here. Maybe I was on a different stream. We played it. But I'm going to play this shit here. This is, not to knock you down, Matt, but this is why I could care less about a red wave or a blue wave. I'm glad Beta didn't get in. We were just showing his strong neck ass wife. Shout out to Fireball Productions. Anyway, but this is why I'm like, who cares about a red wave? This is the shit that's going on. Watch this shit.
Okay, guys. The question I want an answer
I'm gonna pause this and then I'll play it again. You guys let me know if you guys can hear it. Children are retarded. Fuck these kids was a person. Red wave is when my chickens in her period, right, guys? Oh man. But tis. I need a little. I have multiple samplers next to me, so I could easily just wire one in and have samples ready to just go put them tis. Can't help but to love the red. It's the commie in them. Isn't that interesting that red is kind of the colors of both parties in that way? But no, could you guys hear when I had the video playing? Please let me know if you can. Because you guys will tell me when you can't hear. And then, hey, can you hear? It's like, I'm going to play it again. You guys let me know if you can hear.
Okay, guys. The question I want an answer to is, what do they taste like?
Barbecue, crickets.
They taste like crickets. What do you mean they taste?
Wow. You can hear crickets, ha ha ha. But you hear that he said, watch how they try to shape what this kid said. He said barbecue tastes like crickets. He's like, what do you mean they taste like crickets? Tarted Aussies. I'm sure that we were eating crickets, man. I'm sure we all been eating bugs for years. They just letting us know now. But listen to this. Listen how they try to manipulate this poor child of color. Look, watch this.
Barbecue, crickets.
They taste like crickets? What do you mean they taste like crickets? Adelaide, what do you think of the chips?
Oh, man. You can't tell me. Look, this shit jumps. And he, the one, or she, I don't want to assume gender. The motherfucker in the middle looks all ashamed. What happened off camera? Look how the smile before the jump. And then afterwards, the person dejected, looking all ashamed. And she's like, yeah, they're yum. She's looking like, what the fuck did I just witness? Only the Most High knows what happened to these kids in this jump. Look what I'm talking about.
Adelaide, what do you think of the chips? Like crickets. Adelaide, what do you think of the chips?
And she's like, yeah, they're yum. She's looking like, whoa, I just saw some wild shit. And she's just looking like maybe post-concussion syndrome. Who knows what he did to those kids in that clip for saying they taste like crickets. This kid got his ass beat, old school style, for saying they taste like crickets. Well, how the fuck do these kids know they taste like crickets? They're kids. They probably eat bugs and shit. I've eaten a cricket before. Like I said, children are retarded. Exactly. These kids are eating bugs before. The latency in the video put my home theater to shame. Oh, shit. I hate when that happens. Sometimes, good old fucking StreamYard, and I'm having some weird connection issue. Talking about my connection's unstable. When I have it wired in, whatever, man. So that's probably having latency issues. But the point was this. The Journo is fucking coaching them. I'm not going to keep playing the video if I'm having latency issues because that's just annoying as shit. No, I never ate crickets, but I remember eating grass and shit like that. I tried to eat grass. You know what I mean? Kids do. I didn't fancy crickets, but I ate grass. And probably some kids didn't eat grass. They ate some other weird shit that you shouldn't eat as a kid. I made the other kids eat some crickets. Once for $5. See, Papa Cotton ate the crickets. See, everyone lives a different life. We talking about World Economic Forum because we already mentioned them in my rant about why I don't vote. Don't read into this. But yeah, we already talked about the World Economic Forum. I was talking about why I don't really vote. In my Oriental phrase, no, I never ate bugs intentionally. I always hated bugs. But like I said, I ate grass because I was like, I've been on Earth 6 years. I'm like, it's some grass. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just kids are dumb. Kids are dumb as fuck. They ain't been on Earth that long to know a goddamn thing. Look how dumb these fucking adults are. And the World Economic Forum is not a conspiracy. There's nothing conspiratorial about their existence. They have a website, bruh. They have a website and presentations and shit. There are motherfuckers who admit that they're part of it. It's not like it's like saying FBI, oh, conspiracy theories, you believe in the FBI. Like, yeah, they exist, motherfucker. What do you mean? The video analysis about crickets. Yo, he said something to them kids. He did something to those kids. There was a jump cut, and all the two kids look disheveled. The one kid looks extra excited. He at least yelled at those fucking kids if he didn't beat the shit out of them. You can see that the journal's manipulating. You can see you're just being a contrarian for contrarian's sake. If that was your kid, you would have a word with that journalist, wouldn't you? If that was your kid or your cousin, some shit like that. If one of them was them, you would say, hold on, partner. What the fuck happened in between that cut that you don't want us to see? With all these kids looking all disheveled and shit, and she going all extra energy because she don't want to get berated or worse in between takes. See, this is the type of attitude that got the the weird books in these kids' schools anyway. People don't pay attention to what's going on with the kids. People don't look for shit. And then your kid got Rainbow Dildo Monkey reading him some LGBTQ children's book. You don't even know what the fuck happened. Gotta pay attention to these kids. My kid would be eating the heart of an elk. He slayed with his bare hands. That's nothing. Everybody believe their kids is just gonna be some super people. I mean, maybe, but you gotta be eating some elk heart first. Once you can get your hands on some elk heart, then I'm like, yeah, mass kids ain't gonna take that shit. Sometimes mass normism is unbearable. I think that's the counter though. I think that's the magic. Because if both of us was just way off of the wagon, we would just be off some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? If we would just both like, yeah, man, yeah, it'd just go crazy. But the fact that I think he's going more hardcore normie. And he's like, no, normalcy. It's like, okay, that's the balance. That's the sweet spot. Don't throw your shoulder out with that stretch. That's not a stretch, bro. I don't think this is a stretch. There's some things you could say maybe I'm stretching. We were talking about some things you could say, okay, maybe that's a stretch. Maybe this is a stretch. If you were here 20, 30 minutes and you say it's a stretch, I wouldn't even argue. But watching this shit, I'm going to play this shit again. You tell me, anybody out here with kids or young children in their family that they care about, you tell me how you would feel if these were your kids or your cousins or whatever, or one of these individuals were. Would you not ask any other questions? You let me know. Let's say they wasn't the cricket chips and all this other shit. Let's say they were just talking about whatever else. They were just trying some new regular chips, and this was a commercial or a report about it. You tell me, and maybe Matt's just winding me up. He could just be winding me up. But I want you to tell me with a straight face, if these were your kids, you would just be like, oh, okay, whatever. Yep. Okay. Whatever you say, journalist guy. Let's look at this.
The question I want an answer to is, what do they taste like?
Barbecue, crickets.
They taste like crickets? What do you mean they taste like crickets? Adelaide, what do you think of the chips? They're yum.
I was muted. Look at him side out this motherfucker. Look at him. He looks like fuck you, motherfucker. Is this a slideshow? Is it that bad? See, that's the thing. I don't know how bad. That's why I didn't really want to play the video again, because I don't know how bad it's coming across over the internet with this weird connection thing. And you're not kidding. I'm stretching out my pants. Tomorrow I'm going to the gym, hell or high water, even if it's for 5 fucking minutes. I wanted these cricket chip kid chips. Cricket chip kids all use the same bathroom, probably. Bet they do, probably. And Crazy Australia and yeah, boy, get it. Yeah, I told myself I don't give a fuck, because I'm trying to settle on streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm like, okay, I can go to the gym. If I can at least go to the gym Wednesday, Friday, and one day on the weekend, that's 3 times a week. Let me just establish something simple. Friday will be easy because I can go at any time at night. Same with the weekend. And then Wednesday being the only day a week I need to really go, and then try to add maybe Monday at some point. So yeah, it's a blue collar frame rate. Man, I ain't gonna blame the Illuminati for my thing. I probably have a connection issue. I did like an impromptu studio stream the other day on Sunday. So I've been connecting a lot of shit. That's probably what it is. I probably disconnected something. And now this shit is not going off of the wired connections, going off the Wi-Fi. And I'm having all sorts of issues. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to check out the video. But actually, you can check out the video yourself, because I believe Central Dildo's a wrench. Where the hell is the video? Here's the video. It's way up here. If you can check it out yourself, you'll do better seeing it than whatever the fuck's going on with my stream. So yeah. Taste isn't the problem. The shaitans are. We shouldn't feed our kids bugs, but they're probably processed with salt and fat. So how bad could it taste? Have you ever seen this chemical list in the Big Mac? But that shit is delicious. Now that's the counterpoint and the thing that scares the shit out of me, bro. I just had some Chick-fil-A. Was there any chick in that filet? Was I eating cricket nuggets? I don't know. Cause we don't know what the fuck is in our food. We don't really know. Like some people know. Some people do the research. But all this shit has a chemical list. All this shit looks like a science class. You look on the back of a label of anything. It looks like a damn scientific experiment went down. Nitrate citrate and all this other shit. I thought this was a chicken sandwich. I need, that's some shit I'll pull up since we just talking shit. Ingredients list, just Chick-fil-A, because since you said Big Mac, but I just had some Chick-fil-A because I eat Chick-fil-A all the damn time because they're right near me. I shudder to think how much weight, how much money I spent at Chick-fil-A. I'll tell you how much. I spent enough that if I'm ever in the Atlanta area, I can tour the damn facility. Because I'm not joking. I got that many damn points, they'll let me tour the facility for free. So that's how much Chick-fil-A I've had the past couple. Since this damn pandemic, I've been eating Chick-fil-A like it's going out of style. It's a goddamn shame. I'ma just look. The spicy chicken sandwich. Let's see what the fuck they putting in the spicy chicken sandwich. Oh, talking about you gotta find a restaurant. Let motherfuckers know where the fuck I live. Hold on. I'm glad I'm setting this shit up off camera, and then I'll show you guys. All this shit should not be necessary. Damn it. I'm sorry about this. This is stupid. They make it extra for you to find out. Okay. Just pick a random restaurant. This is ridiculous. Why are they not? It's almost like they don't want you to find out the damn ingredients. It's like it's fucking code you gotta crack. Okay. And I'm only not showing you guys because I don't want to accidentally dox myself like I've done a billion times. Surprised none of you just showed up. Shit. Why is it so hard to see ingredients? Okay, I'm gonna have to look for a site outside Chick-fil-A because they almost don't want you to know. Because then when I went to, it says you got to find a restaurant, but then when you go to the restaurant, it doesn't just show you. Okay, this is from a site. Oh Jesus, called Food Babe. These are the alleged ingredients in the Chick-fil-A sandwich. Is not exactly the spicy sandwich I usually order. I'll show it in a second, and we can see all the poison that is a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So we got boneless, skinless chicken breast fillet, salt, MSG, and I ain't talking about Madison Square Garden, enriched wheat flour, some more MSG, some sodium aluminum phosphate. Sodium aluminum phosphate does a body good. Isn't that lovely? Can't have your sodium aluminum phosphate without your monocalcium phosphate. You know that. And if you're going to have some of that, make sure you have some dimethyl polysilaxine. We all know that goes together like cookies and milk. To have monocalcium phosphate, sodium aluminum phosphate, and dimethyl polysilaxine, just like grandma made them, right? The fuck is this shit? Monoglycerides, datum. I don't know what datum is. Calcium propionate, ascorbic citric acid, soy lectin, enzymes, Just it ain't tell you what type of enzymes, just enzymes. Could be anything. Potassium lodate does a body good. Beta carotene, I know that's from supposedly from like carrots and shit. More soy lectin, different oils, natural flavor. You don't even know what the fuck that is. Is natural flavor is when they put the pissed off worker puts their nut on your sandwich. What the fuck does that mean? Some calcium chloride, yum. Alum, is that like aluminum? Potassium sorbate, polysorbate 80, yellow number 5, which allegedly lowers your sperm count, and blue number 1. Why do you need blue in this bitch? Why is yellow and blue some of the ingredients? Well, I guess after you put in dimethylpolycysylane, who gives a fuck about some yellow number 5? Doesn't that make you feel good inside? Doesn't that make you feel wonderful? Nice and warm? Nice and warm. You know what? As I was trying to scroll up, you said look up chitons. I'll check that out too. Matter of fact. I never heard of that. But I want to get your comments. Ooh, was that like a parasite thing? Sorry, I'm just trying to look it up. On live oh man. Is it not gonna be easy to find? Unfortunately, if it's not real simple. Can I look up chitons? It's not showing up. Like, oh, these are all the health risks. Okay, check more. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to look that up. I'm going to have to do that off-air research and then get back to you guys. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. Just another red shirt says, I'll stick to our chicken eggs, screw bugs. Yeah. He's not just another red shirt. He's the red shirt. He's hell at old foul ball. Mike DiCarlo says, hell, he just got home. Appreciate it. Sir, right this way. This is the vigilante wing we've been waiting for. Why? Because I'm talking about this nasty ass food. Y'all heard about the breatharians? People who just don't eat. They living off breath allegedly. A lot of them are full. I've seen some crazy videos on it. Then I've seen people who are just like fast mostly, but they still eat, sometimes they just go, one meal a day, don't eat every day type people. Saw that on Tosh. I still have not, man. I got a couple minutes in and just really didn't feel like it. I gotta check it out. And no, I'm not anti-Semitic just because I didn't watch it. Jesus Christ. There's no K in my name, so I think I'll be okay. Says yes, yeah. I know people in the chat did. Very good, very good. Fucking hilarious. Funniest thing I've ever seen in a while. Okay. Eat squirrel before I eat bugs. Yeesh. Only had a couple minutes, didn't do it for me. Rest of it was very tight, so I gotta check it out. I gotta give it another chance. And yeah, I do know these are preservatives and stuff like that, but still, man, I think you're supposed to be ingesting this shit. Cooking additives, fresh meat doesn't keep. I understand some of that. I do understand, this is the reality of fast food. But you know what? It's easy to detach yourself from the reality, man. These are preservatives and cooking additives. They're not good for you, though. They're not good for you. You guys have seen shit where like a Big Mac is still good, or just still like nothing rots on it because it's so overly preserved. Yeah, doesn't that sound delicious? Nope, just the way insects are. I see. Might have spelled it wrong, but that's the word. Okay, I'll look into it. It's hard. It always sucks to kind of do research on the fly live when I don't have like the knowledge of it. I was able to, it was even difficult to get that damn sandwich ingredient list. But even okay, yeah, these are preservatives. It doesn't make it any better. We shouldn't be eating this shit. We shouldn't be eating this shit. And there's a lot of preservatives in every damn thing. That's one thing that does help me understand the vegans on the strength of that. If you're a vegan or vegetarian because you're just like, listen, I don't want anything with the label because of all the damn preservatives and all the crazy stuff, I'll be better off eating stuff that's just natural, just off the strength of, again, not poisoning myself. I get that. After reading that, I'd be lying if I didn't at least consider it like, shit, man, I need to get back on. I didn't announce myself as a vegan. I was never vegan because I was almost like a pollo-tarian, where like the only meat I would eat was chicken. I know, stereotype hot chicken, but fuck you guys. But like I didn't eat like beef for the longest time. I didn't even eat sugar for the longest time. This is when I was healthy in my 20s, out trying to get boxed and shit like that, when I was young and idealistic and not bitter and insane. I'm trying to get back that way, man. I'm trying to get this weight off of me and stuff. I've just been, man, I just, some of it's been working long hours. Apparently that's supposed to stop. They told me, they don't want me to work so many hours. So I'm like, all right, man, I got no problem leaving all this shit for you guys to do when I leave. You know what I mean? And my numbers are hitting where they're supposed to. So I don't really, all right, man, that's what you guys said. So I'm not going to worry about it. And so hopefully that'll give me more time. Like I was able today, I got off work at a decent time. Past couple months, I haven't. Got off work, was able to take a nap before this stream. Get off work early tomorrow, take some time, then go to the gym. Start back going to the gym. If I could, I don't give a fuck from there 5 minutes. And go Friday and go and just get back in that habit. So yeah. Let's see. Squirrel isn't that bad, it's just small portions. Oof, not eating no squirrel. But who knows? Hey, if it's between crickets and squirrel, I'm kind of with red shirt. Talked to 2 different African gas stations owners in my old town that were darker than Vig and said they hated Black Americans because the ancestors descended of weaker shroud. I've never heard that shit. I don't know what to tell you about that shit. I'm not even sure what. That seems like some weird shit to bring up. Hey, what's good, Slasher? Hell, Slasher. I was just on Slasher McSplitter's channel past couple weeks. We were talking about wrestling. Something I almost wanted to bring up on this channel, but like I said, I wanted to do a sports channel, and then the sports world got so politically minded, and we were just talking earlier today about trying to have balance with this shit, man. All this politics and all this news, and I am too as a creator. That's why, I do a little gaming streams on Sunday. I have no problem talking to my man Slasher about wrestling, talking about whatever, man. All this weighted shit, man. Man, I didn't sign up to be motherfucking to do Meet the Press every fucking week. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to kind of lax even with my presentation. Like, man, I want it to be smooth and I want people to like it and watching the shit. But man, I'm not trying to. I keep thinking of Tim Russell because he was the guy back when I was a kid, but they bodied his ass allegedly for asking too many questions about the Skull and Bones. That's the rumor. I know it's kids in the media now, so I don't know. But he was the guy back in the day who, Tim Russell, if you don't remember, Meet the Press. Back in the day, he was the guy that I just remember as a kid, or however old I was as a youngster, who would talk to all the politicians, talk to all the political movers and shakers, and ask hard-hitting questions and shit like that. Like, I'm not him. I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy. What was going on with Super Size Me? With the guy. It's more than 10 years ago, probably 20 years ago now. But yeah, he ate McDonald's for a month. They got rid of the Super Size. They got rid of Super Size. As a size, you used to have a bigger than large size called the Super Size. They got rid of it back then. Now you guys talking about cooking squirrel. I mean, again, when chosen between bugs, what are you gonna do? My dog always chases squirrel. Got us up to Slasher. Vegans are good eating, and they're grass and corn fed too. Oh boy. We do not. The Vigilante Williamson show does not encourage cannibalism. Yeah, Richard, that's the one. Talking about supersizing me. Politics and music. Careful, you don't want to follow Tim Pool. I keep hearing that his video is trash. I keep hearing that his video and his music is trash. Well, I'm not gonna make. I'm gonna make a bunch of different shit. I was thinking about doing a bunch of covers off rip. Cause I'm trying to get myself back into even making music, but doing a bunch of covers, doing a bunch of beats. I'll do stuff musically on the channel, but I mean, one of the big things now is the sample game. What I mean is like selling samples. I got a bunch of equipment. So I can sell samples after you get enough credit with the music. I also want to, as somebody who's not Vigilante Williamson, but still using the musical expertise, so to speak, try to see what's good with the licensing game, because people are still licensing their music. Like if you want your music in a video game and shit like that, even on a small level, even licensing to indie games and indie stuff. You know what I mean? I want to do that. So there's a lot of things with music I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna take myself too seriously. Not saying there ain't gonna be some serious shit. I'm not gonna talk about some of the conspiratorial shit. I'm sure I will, but I'm not gonna lead with that because I'm trying to escape that. I mean, I'm probably gonna talk about personal shit, non-personal shit. Sometimes it's gonna be about. I like producing stuff too. I like making music and making sounds and shit. So that's gonna be the emphasis too, more than even some of the lyrics. Okay, that makes sense now. Sorry for throwing that out of left field, but it was I was in the shower when you brought up the African education at your workplace. Yeah, I did bring that up. That makes sense now. Okay, I was like, where is this coming from? Oh my God, you just went. This election got everybody turned into wig nuts. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Earlier, if you weren't here earlier, my job hit me with the woke, talking about I ain't gonna say the corporation's name. And it's funny, y'all might be shocked, but it was being black at said company. There was like this little pamphlet, it had little African colors, and it was talking about diversity and inclusion. And one of my I consider him my manager now that there's been some stuff going on. I would say my manager, he was like, "Oh man, maybe you'd be interested in this." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." This diversity inclusion panel about blackness at X corporation. Isn't this great? You know what I'm saying? Just another red shirt needs sleep. We're going to be getting out here in a second ourselves. And so peace out, red shirt. Hopefully you can watch the playback. Tim Pool's music is embarrassing. I haven't watched his latest, but haven't cringed like that. Or I watched his latest, haven't cringed like that since Dear Mr. President Putin Lady. What's Dear Mr. President Putin Lady? Is that another song he got? I don't even like the guy. Can't stand him. But fuck, I watched him in 2020. I never heard of Tim Pool before. Never knew who he was. Saw his show at, I ain't gonna say the inception, but saw his show when Adam didn't really know shit. And he was just because all Adam was like his videographer and like his friend and skateboarder, model, whatever. And he didn't really know everything. And then he started doing research. And I remember when I think Tim, because I used to watch the show back then, it was him, Adam, Lydia. And Tim goes to, I want to say Joe Rogan. He takes a road trip to Joe Rogan. So for 2 weeks, Adam hosted the show with the guy that have hosted now. I think he's the guy that owns Minds or one of those platforms, Ian. And it was just Adam and Ian for like 2 weeks. And at that point, Adam became like a star, straight up Adam Krigler. In that 2 weeks, it developed like a star in front of your eyes. And then they went another like 3 or 4 months. And that was actually the best 3 or 4 months to me when Adam kind of got unlocked. And it was him, Adam, and Lydia. And somehow they got into it was a small spat between Adam and Lydia. And before you knew it, Adam was gone. And that was it. And then they went into the format they had now, which I haven't really watched since Adam left. And that's, again, 2 years ago now. So, and I'm sub to Adam. I ain't gonna act like I watch everything with Adam because, again, I'm trying to be less politically. I know this politics is just bullshit and it's just stuff stressing you out. And apparently the other people on this podcast are even worse. I don't know. I don't know if Lydia's still there. I don't know if Ian's still there. No, they were at one point. Maybe they're not. Everyone saying peace out to Red Shirt. The hippie with the giant nostrils makes me feel violent. I don't know if that's Ian or somebody else offhand. Mandatory Black Panther screening. They should have bought tickets to Black Panther. Shit. Talking all this crazy bullshit. Fuck. Cause I'm still gonna see the shit, even though I'm not expecting much. I'd like to get free tickets. Oh, what is this? What am I setting myself up for? Okay, I guess let me find a positive story. Oh man. All right, know I'm setting myself up for a nightmare. I see a self-entitled white woman, so we already know it's gonna be some trouble. I already know it's gonna be some trouble. Let's see. So, maybe I'm not ending with a positive story. The story ain't good enough. And it's just ridiculous. I'm not going to end with it. No, there's one story that is kind of positive, but it's just like basic bitch. So I'm not even going to put it on. Okay, I guess we're ending with this silliness. Not the whole goddamn thing. So I see self-entitled white woman on social media. So we know there's going to be an inflated sense of importance. This is Dear Mrs. I didn't know about this shit. You guys may have already heard this shit. You already know what's up. You already know what we're in for. I don't know who Anna Lynn McCord is. She isn't I don't want to say attractive young lady because I know some transvestigations and she got the collar, so who knows. But let's keep it going.
Dear President Vladimir Putin, I'm so sorry that I was not your mother. If I was your mother, you would have been so loved, held in the arms of joyous light.
I get it. I'm not going through the rest of this. I get it. Okay. Yep. He's so loveless. And if you, yep. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's only 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. I ain't got time for it. Black liberals are just as racist as white liberals. Woke is woke. Actually, my manager's not black. Manager's not Caucasian either, but I don't know. It was a weird thing. I didn't even know the thing existed. I've seen it. Damn you, dildo. Yeah, I'm not watching that. Yeah, it's just mess. Jackie Chan should play you in a superhero movie. I thought that's a race swap and a body swap. He's in much better shape than me. Hell's Axe. You're coming late, which I guess, hey, you're supposed to come last. You don't want to come first. Everyone saying what's up. But we're going to call that a show. Gone an hour and a half. Do need to get some of that sleep that the kids are all into. And I want to thank you for watching the show, man. Thank you. We talked a little bit about politics, talked about the Aaron Carter situation, talked about a lot of stuff, talked about the ingredients in a fucking Chick-fil-A sandwich. No matter what happens, we always lose. Unfortunately, when it comes to this politics shit. You want to win? If you want to win in this politics shit, the best way to win is not play the games. Not play the games, not play the political games, not play the division games. The best way to win is to focus on your life. Do the best you can and being the best person you can. That's how you win. That's how you succeed. You're not going to succeed because you voted for the quote-unquote right person or you're on the quote-unquote right side of history. That's not how you succeed. You're not succeeding by giving this shit too much more mind space. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be informed. You should be informed. You should, have an opinion, know what's going on. But everything in moderation. You got to know what this shit is. And a lot of the point of a lot of this shit is just to divide you from your fellow man and just to divide you from sanity. So, don't play these political games. Hell no, Denzel or nothing. Can't lose if you don't play. There you go. All right. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Good morning, Glenn. You tell us something your mum doesn't know. Yeah.
Oh.